Hey there, it's been a minute since I've done a video. A lot has changed since the last video I did, which was my holiday video. But I just wanted to update everybody. I am not going to be with Celadon anymore. And actually, it wasn't really on bad terms company-wise, but it was on bad terms with a specific person-wise. And his name is Warf. Celadon, I know you watch my videos, so you need to see what kind of people that you have working for you. I always said in the beginning, even from my first video, that most companies, when people end up having an issue, it's not with the company in general, it's one or two people. And Barry has really just been an asshole just within the last few weeks. And it's crazy because I've had nothing but good things to say about the company and most of the people that I've dealt with. And I've had a pretty good time driving for the company, but here lately I've had some issues to come up where I need to be routed home on the weekends. So I started looking around for other companies, of course, which is, what anybody's going to do to try to see what kind of routes other companies have. Plus, I'm getting more experience now, and I'm able to actually apply for different companies. And I've always said as well that I would stay with Celadon as long as things work out, and things worked out, and now it's run its course, and it's time for me to go. So just to give you a brief story about what happened the last 4 weeks, I, started applying for the jobs, and my intention, of course, was to call Celadon and let them know what I was doing, and also give them the opportunity to offer me the same things that the other companies were offering. Well, they called me first and asked, was I looking for another job? And I was like, yeah, I am. I need to be home more often. I need to be home on the weekends. So of course, the DM that I have at the time was like, well, let me check and see what kind of routes I have. I said, fine. So she said that she was going to put me on a route that would bring me home every weekend from Ohio to Adairsville, Georgia. I was like, cool, great, I'll stay. So during that week, not once did I get routed between Ohio to Georgia. I still end up on my same route that was supposed to be between Kentucky and North Carolina. And 1 week went by, the next week went by, I end up in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, where else did I end up going? Washington. I was everywhere but where I was supposed to be. So I had come home one day before on one of my routes, and Barry called and was like, well, you're not supposed to be at home, you're supposed to be such and such. Like, cool, fine, no problem. So this week went by, they left me sitting. I called them to ask them, was I going to be routed home, because it was Thursday and I knew the weekend was coming up and I need to be home. We don't have a route for you. You have to wait until your DM comes in the next morning. Okay, so I sat and waited that next morning. No route. Hour go by, no route, hour go by. So fine, I started heading in the direction of my home, thinking, okay, they're going to route me here pretty soon with a load going to the Georgia location. Well, I do get a route. I get routed from North Carolina to Snellville, Georgia. No load, no fuel route. I have a half a tank of gas. I'm like, okay, I know these people know exactly how much gas I have in here because they've told me before how much gas I have. I know they know that I don't have a route, so somebody's not getting paid, namely me, which is like, cool. I need to be home, so I headed on home. So I get home that Friday. Still no fuel route, no, none of that. Get home. Later that evening, Friday, I get a route to go to LaGrange. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, first of all, they said they was going to route me home for the weekends. This isn't route me home. You're giving me another route to go somewhere else, but yet you routed me here with no fuel and no load. So I don't take the load. So they send me the load again and tell me to confirm my pre-plan. I didn't confirm it. I told them, no, I'm not going. And I put my PTA out for a few days to tell them, some issues I was dealing with because I wasn't happy with what they were doing. So I sent them a message after that and told them, I said, you know what, I'm really not happy. I don't think I'm going to drive for you guys anymore because you lied to me on 4 different occasions. And you routed me home with no fuel. So your truck is sitting on E here in front of my shop. And you didn't give me a route. So I go handle the business that I need to handle, and I get another message from Mr. Warf, who apparently don't communicate with anybody, or either they communicate with each other and they just figure they're gonna lie. And something told me, screenshot your load and screenshot your messages, and I'm glad I did, because this morning I get back to my shop because I had to run some errands, and my truck is gone. So Mr. Barry took it upon himself to send me a message. We're going to terminate you because you went home again and it was unauthorized. Excuse my language, but bitch, I was routed home and I screenshotted the route. And you can't terminate me because I quit 2 days ago. So, needless to say, I'm not mad at Celadon, the company, but I do think y'all need to vet your employees, your managers, your DMs better, because he is an asshole and he's a liar. So, needless to say, don't use my experience to not come to Celadon. If you want to come, you can come on your own, but just handle things accordingly. But I am going to another company, a much better company that has been recommended, highly recommended by everybody I've talked to. And again, I'm sure I'll have issues there too, but again, it's always the way you deal with them. But I just want to give you guys an update. Bye-bye, Celadon. The people that I got along with, the people that did a great job, like my other driver manager, Tiana. I miss you guys. I wish you all the best of luck. But Barry, you can kiss my ass. Y'all have a good day. Oh, matter of fact, I wanted to show y'all because, yeah, I just think it's funny. I wanted to show you because, you know, they lie so much. And I've heard stories about where they say DMs lie. And I'm like, how can they lie? Everything is written. But they don't care about lying, I guess. Yeah, here's my load. Let me see if you can see it. It's upside down. I don't know why, but you see up there where it said, why is it upside down? It says Snellville, Nashville to Snellville. They routed me home. You see where it says no pay and 405 miles. But he lies and say, you weren't routed home. And then let me get in here and I'm going to show you. Yeah, I had already expressed my, you know, my problems with them, how they didn't do what they were supposed to do. And then let me just go here and show you the other one because, you know, I don't say shit that I can't back up. I can back up everything that I say. Mr. Barry sends me a message after my message telling him that I was leaving to tell me, let's see, oh, we're going to term you because you came home for 300 miles. You routed me home. What the hell are you talking about? And I know you probably can't see that because it's backwards, but, you know, if you flip it, you can see it. But just, you know, again, don't let my experience deter you. If you decide to come to Celadon, go ahead and come, but just, you know, be aware of Mr. Barry in North Carolina. He's a liar. I guess he got to make sure he makes himself look good to operations. But anyway, y'all have a good day, and I will be back to keep you posted on my new journey. Have a good day.